Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Mystic Magic. In today's timeless pick a card reading, we are going to be finding out what message your spirit guides have for you. So I have 4 piles prepared for you to choose from today. Over here on pile number 1, we have the Angelite. On pile number 2, we have the Amazonite. On pile number 3, we have the Caribbean Calcite. And on pile number 4, we have the blue Chalcedony. So feel free to pause the video if you need some more time figuring out which pile you're the most drawn to. And then once you've chosen, you can scroll down to the description box or the pinned comment and skip ahead to your reading. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, that is totally okay. That just means that you have messages in multiple groups. So feel free to watch as many piles as you're drawn to. A couple of quick disclaimers before we start. Tarot is just a tool that reads the current energy, and energy is always changing. So remember that you have free will and the power to create change. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages that resonate and leave the rest behind. Don't try to force all the messages to fit for you and your life. There could simply just be messages here that are meant for other people watching that just aren't meant for you. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Hey there, pile 1. If you chose the Angelite, this is going to be a reading about what message your spirit guides have for you. So we're going to start off by taking a look at these oracle cards, then we'll get into the tarot and then close the reading off with some advice and guidance for you. So let's see what it is that your spirit guides have to say to you right now. So we have the crown chakra. The frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. We have TikTok, number 30. We have happiness. And we also have acceptance with the root chakra. Okay, pile 1, what I'm gathering from this is that your spirit guides want to talk to you about something that you may feel has been missing from your life in some way, something that would make you really, really happy. Because this TikTok card can talk about feeling the pressures of time, maybe feeling like you need to rush to accomplish something, or feeling like you're behind everyone else in some way. And I'm hearing like there's no need to rush, don't worry, be happy. I really love this acceptance card. Like, as you can see here, there's literally a spirit all around her in her energy, and that's like your spirit guides just really want you to know that they're always there with you, whether you're celebrating, whether you're having a hard time, whether you feel like you have everything in the world or you feel like you have nothing at all. You're very, very much connected here with the crown chakra, much more connected than you probably think you are. And they're actually saying that you're at a really good place energetically speaking. We have the root chakra and the crown chakra, so I really feel like you're actually in really good alignment. So I don't know if you've been like doing shadow work or going through some kind of purging, or really just focusing on you and trying to improve your life in some way, maybe improving like your attitude or your mindset or something. It feels like you've been working on something, and it's like now you're entering this new phase where you're feeling more clear. They're referencing like you have a better understanding of things, And I'm hearing like by clearing all of that stuff away, that it's like now you're in this position where you can let the light in, where you can let happiness in, where you can much more easily receive downloads, where you're feeling much more secure in yourself. And it's like they're wanting you to, if you've been unhappy in some way or feeling like there's something missing, your guides are really wanting you to come back to the present moment and reconnect with the present moment, because they're saying that the past is gone and the future isn't here yet. All we have is right now, and you don't want to spend all of your time in the past or in the future and have your life pass you by, right? And then like not connecting to the present moment. With this happiness card, dolphins are definitely a sign or a symbol for you. You may resonate with being a starseed. I'll put it up on the screen. I can't remember which star planets are heavily associated with dolphins, but I'll put it up on the screen in case it's relevant for you. But I feel like there's particularly 2 guides that are coming through today with this happiness card here. And so they're also saying that like if you're feeling anxious or if you're feeling like sad or depressed, to ask yourself, am I feeling this way because I'm stuck on the past? Am I feeling this way because I'm thinking about the future and thinking about how on earth am I gonna reach these levels that I want? How on earth am I gonna achieve everything that I want? They're saying when you're feeling like that, they really want you to come back to present and reconnect to the present moment, because this present moment is where you're going to create your happiness. That if you can really find acceptance for where you are now, that is going to act as a catalyst to actually launch you further ahead. Yeah, and it's just like this crown chakra card says, where it says the crown chakra supports our ability to transmute negative energy into light. It's like that's what they want you to do. Like if you're feeling stressed or anxious about the past or the future, to take that energy, come back to the present and transmute that into something higher vibrational, like happiness, by focusing on joy, by doing something that you really love doing. And by just really paying attention to not just what you can see, but what can you hear? What can you feel? What can you taste? What can you smell? It's like using all of your senses to really connect to the present moment. And it's really going to help to ground you, like we see here with the acceptance card. And by grounding yourself in the present moment and accepting where you are in the present moment is really going to help to open up this channel here, which is going to make it much, much easier to receive intuitive hits, downloads, messages from your guides, messages from the universe, which then may help you to overcome, a problem that you're facing, or a solution to a decision that maybe you need to make, or maybe you'll be able to see more clearly a path to move forward. So this is what they want to talk to you about. Let's just grab the tarot and get some more information for you. So please, spirit guides of pile number 1, please. Spirit guides of pile number 1. What is your message to pile number 1? What is your message to pile number 1, please? Okay, so we have the 4 of Cups. What is your message to pile number 1, please? Oh, okay. So are we taking all of these? Okay, we're gonna take them. I have 4 cards here. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles. We also have the Lovers. We have the 5 of Swords. And we also have the Four of Wands. Okay, on the back of the deck, we have Strength. Okay, so some zodiac signs quickly. We have Earth signs with the King of Pentacles, which would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Gemini with the Lovers, and we have Leo with Strength. So you may have some of those placements or be one of those signs, but you definitely don't have to in order for these messages to resonate. Yeah, so you know what? This Four of Cups and this Five of Swords is like exactly what I was saying, where I feel like you're spending a lot of time either stuck in the past or stressing about the future. There's this energy of like really being caught up in something, or just really being, it's like your energy is being pulled in a different direction, and it's making you feel disconnected from the present moment, and it's making you feel that like maybe the situation that you're in at the present moment is not as good as it actually is, because you're kind of being pulled in all of these different directions energetically. And they're saying, like with the Lovers here, they're saying it's your choice. You know, you can choose to continue to focus on the past, focus on the future, and feel stressed out and continue to feel that way and ignore what's going on around you. Or you can choose to bring yourself back to the present moment, really ground yourself in the present moment, and see that what you have around you, a lot of it is stuff that you've actually have been wanting to manifest or like wanting to bring into your life, and you're just not really realizing that it's there. Maybe it's not in the exact form that you envisioned it would be in. Because this Five of Swords makes me feel like you feel a bit unstable, or you feel like almost like comparing yourself to someone else or to other people and being like, I'm so far behind, you know, everyone's married, or everyone already has a home, everyone is having kids, everyone's starting their own business, and there's just a lot of comparison and maybe a bit of a sense of like competitiveness or envy. But they're saying that you actually have a lot. You actually have everything that you need, and that if you're unhappy with where you are right now, you have all the tools to change that. But they're first saying to actually look around you and to start paying attention and identifying different things in your life that you may not have noticed before. Because there's this idea of like something about your perception is off or distorted in some ways, kind of what I'm getting. And because you're so focused on the past and the future, I feel like you're really frustrated actually with the Strength card being on the back of the deck. Like I feel like you've been working really hard, and maybe you haven't seen your manifestations come in because it's been more of a gradual thing, and it's not just like wham in your face. And so maybe you're not even recognizing that you have a lot of the things that you feel like you're without, and that you keep trying to like dig really deep and be patient and not to let it get to you. But they're saying you don't even have to do any of that if you just open your eyes and look around you. I think you're a lot more stable and like solidified than you think you are. It's almost like I feel like you've gone through a massive shift, and it's almost like everything has caught up besides your like mental body or your mental state, because I feel like your energy is different. I feel like in the physical world you've been doing better. Emotionally, you're feeling more stable and mature. And it's like, it's just your perception. It's just your mindset of thinking like, because you've been working on this for so long, it's like almost turned into this eternal mission of, oh, I really need to get to this checkpoint. Oh, I really need to get to this checkpoint. Oh, I really need to get to this checkpoint. not realizing that you've already gone to that checkpoint and you're actually well past it now, and you've hit many other checkpoints along the way. But it's just like, it's taking time for your mind to actually catch up with that and to see that you're making results, like tangible results here with the King of Pentacles, and that you're on much more solid ground than you think you are. This kind of feels like I know when we start our healing journeys, it gets to this point where you kind of feel like you constantly have to heal, or you're constantly looking within. And of course, we're just going to find more and more things to heal. And this has happened to me too, where we're like so focused on the healing and so focused on things that need to improve that we don't even notice all the progress that we've made, and we don't even notice how much our reality has shifted, because our mindset is so focused on improvement and healing and making things better and reaching different milestones. So I feel like that's the kind of position that you've been in, that your guides are wanting to bring up to you today. Yeah, with the Four of Cups, it's like, I feel like you're waiting on receiving something that you've already received, and you just can't recognize the form that it's taken. Okay, let's see if any final messages want to come through before we start taking a look at some advice for you. So, spirit guides of pile number 1, please. Are there any other messages? Is there anything that I've missed that you would like pile 1 to know, please? Is there any other messages or anything that I missed that you want pile 1 to know? Oh, they're referencing a Harry Potter quote that I'm not going to remember what it is. It's something like, happiness can be found in the darkest of times. What is it? I'm going to look it up right now. Okay, so the quote is, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. So they're referencing that quote. I don't know if you're a big Harry Potter fan. I know I am, so but I do love that message. Happiness can only be found in the darkest of times, only if one remembers to turn on the light. Yeah, so it's like, you can find happiness here in the present moment if you're willing to connect to the present moment and to turn on that light and to be consciously aware of what's in your environment and what you already have that you've accomplished. Because I feel like you really have done a lot. To have the King of Pentacles here and the Four of Wands, you've done a lot that's worth celebrating. And they're saying you haven't celebrated yet because you're so, I think you're really ambitious, and you have a lot of big dreams and like goals and desires for yourself, and that's amazing. But they're saying, please don't forget to celebrate along the way. Celebrate all your accomplishments, the big ones, the small ones, all your little victories, all your little feats. Celebrate everything, because once the moment is past, it's past, and you're going to be on to the next thing. So to really make sure that you're connecting back to this present moment. And they're also saying, so we have 2 4s here, and we also have the Angel and the Lovers card. I believe this is Archangel Raphael, so he could work with you, but there's a lot of stable energy surrounding you. You're definitely very protected. You may see repeating 4s a lot, but you're definitely being looked after with the Angel here, and we have the Spirit Guide here in the Acceptance card. You're definitely being well looked after. Okay, so we have the Chariot coming out. Is there anything else, Spirit Guides of pile 1? I can't help but notice we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we have another 7 here. Yeah, they're referencing that you've really have come so far and you've made so much progress, and that you should really be proud of yourself. We have the Nine of Pentacles as well. And on the back of the deck, the Six of Swords. Yeah, you know, you've gone through a lot and you've made a lot of impressive changes and impressive progress. And you've really been working on your self-worth, your self-esteem, your confidence, recognizing what you deserve. And again, I can't help but notice like there's two horses here, and then we have these two birds that are mirrored. There's definitely, oh yeah, and there's two main people in this Four of Wands here. You definitely have two very significant guides that are just like always with you. We have many spirit guides. Some come in and out of our life depending on what we're going through. But some are with us from the very beginning to the very end. And I feel like those are the ones that are really coming through now. Because they keep referencing like how far you've come, how much progress you've made. With the Six of Swords and the Chariot as well, it's like a lot of movement. Like you've literally have come so far. And they're saying to get down by the water. So if you live near like a beach or something like that, to go down by the water. They're not really saying why. Maybe you just enjoy going to the beach and haven't done that in a long time. But it may also be really healing for you, really grounding for you. But with the Nine of Pentacles, they're saying like you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve all of these beautiful things that have come into your life, and you deserve to pause for a moment and just appreciate where you are now and appreciate what you have, because it's like you spent so long maybe not having these things, or spent so long feeling like maybe you would never get there, that it's like now you're here. So enjoy this moment, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna move these decks to the side and let's grab your advice. So we have, look at that, Believe in the Impossible, Blue Moon. I love that. And we also have Water Your Garden, literally water. I was just talking about that. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Yeah, so I feel like you've been working so hard and maybe really haven't given yourself much of a break. It's not feeling like it's at a point of being detrimental, but we never want it to get to that point, right? So they really want you to take the time to like relax, take care of yourself. It doesn't have to be go, go, go all the time. It doesn't have to be work this and productivity that. You don't have to earn your rest. You don't have to earn having fun. You don't have to earn being happy. These are all within your birthright to just have and be and do. So they're really wanting you to make sure that you're enjoying the journey as much as you're putting an effort to the journey. And you can literally have anything you envision with Believe in the Impossible here. It's like, I feel like where you are now, at one point, it would have felt like, oh, there's no way I'll be able to get to this point. Like, it'll be impossible for me to reach that. And they're saying, take a look around. You're there. You're in this spot now that you thought you would never get to. So imagine all the places that you'll go, right, in the future. Like, if you can make this happen, you can make anything happen. And I think you're starting to realize that. And you'll realize that more and more as you continue to connect back to the present moment. So this card here is going to represent something that your spirit guides want you to focus on. And we have Ground Yourself. Yeah, exactly. And look at that. It's like we have all of these roots here going deep into the earth, like the root chakra. And then we have a lotus flower representing the crown. It's exactly what I'm saying. And with the heart chakra here being highlighted, I really feel like, yeah, you've been purging a lot from your past, releasing a lot, letting go of a lot. So if you're feeling like tired or a bit worn down or something, really take the time to nurture yourself and to spend time grounding yourself every day. Because when we're purging energies and things like that, it can be quite exhausting. And especially if you're so focused on healing more or on working on certain things, you know, that takes a toll on us as well. So they're really just wanting you to spend time grounding yourself. You may find that like a, what's it called? Like a meditation routine? No, a meditation practice. A meditation practice is what they're saying. So like this could be, you know, when you first wake up in the morning, meditating for 5 or 10 minutes before starting with your day and doing productive things. Or when you find yourself feeling really caught up in the future or the past, to meditate and come back and connect to the present moment. Okay, so these tea leaf oracle cards are going to represent any final messages, anything else that your guides want you to know right now. So we have Beryl. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Literally, yeah, that's exactly it. Like feeling like something is missing. Wow, okay. We have Skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. Okay. We also have Love. We have Wheel. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. And we have Rose. Romance is in the air. Interesting. What is this all about? So maybe what you feel like you're lacking is connection, because we do have the Lovers here, and we have love and we have romances in the air. So maybe that's what you feel like you've been lacking in. Maybe you've made a lot of like progress or accomplishments when it comes to your career or when it comes to like your mental health or your emotional state. And maybe what you're missing now is people that you can really vibe with. People who like resonate with this new version of you. And so maybe you're feeling a little bit lost in that regard, or feeling like you don't have it. But I'm also feeling like with the Lovers and the Four of Wands, I feel like there are people around you. So maybe it's just a matter of, again, like really seeing things for how they are and not seeing things through this lens of like, oh, I still haven't gotten there yet, or like I haven't accomplished that yet. Because it could be that it's around you and you just don't see it. But I want to grab I want to find out what this skull is about. Spirit guides of pile 1. Can you clarify this skull? What is this about? Hidden secrets can harm you. Maybe you have like a secret love connection going on. I don't know. Let's see. The Queen of Pentacles and Temperance on the back. Okay, so what I'm actually getting with this, oh wow, look at that. We have the Six of Wands peeking out here. I don't know if you can see that. Six of Wands. So actually what I'm getting is not that hidden secrets can harm you. That's not the message. The message is they're just wanting me to focus on like secrets. And what I kept hearing with this Queen of Pentacles and Temperance is keep things on the low. Keep it on the low. Keep it on the low. Like I just keep hearing that. And we have these snails here on Temperance. So it's like take your time with something. If this is about love or a new connection, to take things slow, to keep it on the low for now. Yeah, that's all I'm really getting for that. Is there anything else? Anything else pile 1 needs to know? Okay, thank you. Yeah, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So it's just and the Five of Swords on the back again. It's like you can't rush a good thing. You can't rush a good thing. Take your time. There's no need to be hasty. There's no need to rush. Okay, I see where this is going. And the reason why they're wanting you to keep it on the low is that there could be people around you that are feeling like jealous or envious of like all this progress that you've made, and just like completely shifting things around, because we have the Five of Swords again here. So it's kind of just like, keep things on the low, take things slowly, there's no need to rush, keep this to yourself for now, just so that you don't have other people's energies kind of interfering or trying to get into the mix. Like until this thing takes off, until this thing is more grounded and stable. That's really what I'm getting here. So pile one, that's everything that I'm seeing for you. Let me know in the comments how this resonated. I'd like to thank your guides so much for coming through today and allowing me to channel and deliver messages to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching, and hit the post notification bell so you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. Hey there, pal 2. If you chose the Amazonite, this is going to be a reading all about what message your spirit guides have for you today. So we're going to start off by taking a look at these oracle cards, then we'll get into the tarot, and then close the reading off with some advice and final messages for you. So let's see what it is that your spirit guides want to talk to you about today. We have Divine Masculine, number 22. The frequency of Divine Masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. We have Potential. We have Peace, number 23. And we also have Complacency with the root chakra. Okay, pile 2. So it seems like your guides want to talk to you today about feeling a little bit too comfortable with where you're at. With Complacency and Peace here, it's giving me this feeling of, ooh, whoa, I just got like a really, like not a high pitch ringing in my ears, but like the opposite. It was kind of like, I don't know if this is gonna make sense, but like tunnel hearing. Like, you know how you can get tunnel vision? But it was like tunnel hearing, and it was just like a really low frequency. That was, I've never had that before. But it's this feeling of like becoming so comfortable with where you're at that maybe you're starting to lose some motivation, or maybe you're almost in a sense like not wanting to risk it because you're in a good place now, and it's almost like, well, why would I want to disrupt that? Why would I want to make things difficult again for myself when I finally got to this place where like everything is good or everything is stable? And they're saying because you have a whole lot of potential here, and they're really encouraging you to get back on the saddle. So if you've put something on the back burner, or you've kind of packed up some idea that you've had for yourself, they're really encouraging you to start taking action towards that. I feel like there's something big that you're meant to do that you haven't done yet, because you've reached a different kind of milestone, or you've reached a certain success that it's like you're not even seeing the full picture. Like you're not seeing your fullest potential. You're not seeing how much further things can go, how capable you are of making it happen. And it's almost like you're settling. They're saying like, if you think you're happy and comfortable now, like you have no idea. Like you have no idea. They're saying like, yeah, I'm like they're referencing the places you'll go. So that could be significant if you want to like reread that book or something. But like that's what they're saying. with the number 22 here, and then we also have 23. So we have a lot of twos, and repeating twos are an angel number that represents like being in alignment, being on the right track. So they're saying it's not that you've gone off course, but it's like, okay, imagine this is like this is your trajectory here, right? It's like you've gotten to here and reached this milestone. And it's like, to you, you think that you've like gotten to the end, but they're like, oh no, you have a lot of potential. There's still a lot of things that you can do here. And I just saw 555 on the timer, so you may be seeing repeating fives as well, but they're really wanting you to shake things up. They're wanting you to make a change, to take a risk, but it's not even like take a risk in the sense of like, oh, this is risky. It's like, no, this is what you're meant to do. So it's not risky in that sense, but it's like to take a risk on yourself and to keep going, like not to give up on whatever dream that you've had. There's a lot of masculine energy here, even with this potential card. With this volcano, it's shaped in that triangle, the upper triangle, which is masculine energy. So you have a lot of power, and there's something that you're supposed to be doing that you just haven't done yet. And it's not coming through at all as like reprimanding you in any way. It's very, very much like super supportive and like encouraging, and like rest if you must, but don't quit is the message here. Or where it's like, we still have a long ways to go, buddy. That's what I'm hearing. We still have a long ways to go, buddy. So they're actually bringing through a scenario. I don't know if this is like specifically what you're going through or if this is just a metaphor, but it's almost like the scenario that they're showing me is a woman who was like very career driven and then took a step back to have a family. And so for a few years she's been like a stay-at-home mom, and you know, this idea of like, okay, it's time to get back on the saddle. It's time to resume, you know, these big career goals that you've had for yourself, that you have a lot of potential in other areas too. And that it's like, now's the time to start looking into that again. So let's just grab the tarot. I want to see what else we can get for you. So Spirit guides of pile number 2, please. Spirit guides of pile number 2. What is your message to pile number 2? What is your message to pile number 2? Oh, okay. So we have the 3 of Swords. What is your message for pile 2? Okay, we also have the 9 of Wands. Okay, we also have the Emperor. And we also have the Page of Wands. Let's grab one more card. One more card, please. What is your message to pile number 2, please? Okay. We have the 5 of Swords. On the back of the deck, we have the Hermit. Okay, so in terms of zodiac signs, with the Emperor, we have Aries energy. The Page of Wands is fire signs, which would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then with the Hermit, we have Virgo energy here. Yeah, it feels like with Virgo on the back of the deck here, it's almost like you've been really focused on how you could be of service to others, and it's either you've been more focused on that, or it's like you have been focused on giving to yourself, but it's like now it's time to take it up a notch with the Emperor here. It's almost like, you know, when you go to the gym really consistently and I don't know, let's say you're using 20-pound weights. You know, after a week or two, because of the fact that you're going consistently, I just saw 11:11 on the timer. Because of the fact that you're going consistently, you plateau much quicker, right? So it's like after a week or two, 20-pound weights aren't doing much for you anymore. So it's like, okay, let's up it to 30 pounds. And then a couple weeks after that, okay, let's up it to 40 pounds. It's something like that where it's just like, I feel like they're saying you're acing with flying colors. You're acing with flying colors. You hit the mark every time. And it's like, every time you get to that new level, and then it's like, you know, it's difficult at the beginning, and then you adjust to it, and then you become really comfortable in that spot. I feel like you're doing that really rapidly, like a lot of successions of just slowly but surely making your way up and up and up. And every time you reach a new level and you feel comfortable again, it's like you think that that's the top, and they're like, oh no, we still have a ways to go, but not in a bad way. It's like a really exciting energy of like, there's a lot of great things to come. There's a lot to accomplish here, and they're really wanting you to stay in your power and to feel excited about it, to feel curious about what's to come, and not to look at it as like, oh, you know, I need to keep progressing in order to like compete with other people, or you know, keep up appearances or things like that. They're saying, no, you do this for you. You're doing this for you. This is your journey with the Hermit here. And with the Nine of Wands, like, this is your journey. This is something that you're meant to do. And so they're bringing up, like, if you find that it's been hard because you feel like you don't have the support that you would like to have, honestly, like, what I'm hearing is, like, you don't even need them. You don't even need it. I'm also getting really strong earth sign energies. I don't know if you're like, are you a Capricorn or have placements like that? And they're also saying that, like, the divine is supporting you. They're supporting you. Doves are very significant. If you see doves, that is a sign from your spirit guides. But they're saying there's almost this like fear maybe of failure, or not living up to certain expectations, or maybe not being taken seriously, maybe being viewed as like an amateur, or like you don't really know what you're doing. And they're saying that those people have no idea what they're talking about, and that you may feel like a page, but you're really the freaking emperor, and you're like way more than capable of accomplishing whatever this is. With the Emperor, we have these mountain ranges in the background as well. So it's really making me think of this potential card where it's like this mission, I want to say, this journey isn't for everyone. You know, not a lot of people can do what you're doing here. And I know that sounds daunting, but I feel like for you, it's not. It's like they're saying, like, you're cut from a different cloth than other people. Like, you're not the same as the people that you're around, and not in like a conceited way or I'm better than you way or an arrogant way, but it's literally just like you have something special within you. You have so much power and resilience and like fortitude that it's like what you can accomplish, others cannot. And they're also saying, yeah, this comparison is coming up again. It's almost like you're looking at everyone else besides you, and you're seeing what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is accomplishing, and moves that other people are making, and they're saying you should be focusing on yourself. You should be focusing on your next move. You should be focusing on your horizon and where you're going next and what you want to do next. They're saying to think bigger, dream bigger, and that this journey is just as much as like an internal journey about discovering who you are and how powerful you are and how much potential you have, as much as it is this like external journey where you're accomplishing a lot in the physical world and gaining a lot of success and like recognition and like wealth and abundance and things like that, and that the two work hand in hand. So it's like the more that you go deep within yourself, the more you'll find that you're making progress in the outer world. And it's like, as well, the more you make progress in the outer world, you start making more internal progress, because then you're like, okay, I've gotten to this stage, I'm comfortable here. Now it's once again time to step outside my comfort zone and go within myself and dig a little bit deeper and find more of my potential, find more of my power, and really take the lead on things. I'm hearing like trailblazer and like innovator and things like that. So I don't know if you're inventing something, like a new product, a new way of doing something, but it's really unique and has the potential to be really, really big. So let's see. I want to see if there's anything else. Spirit guides of pile number 2, please. Is there anything else? Are there any other messages you have for pile 2, or is there anything that I've missed that you want them to know right now? Ooh. Okay. I'm not going to take these 3, but I'm going to take the first 2. So we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. Actually, I'll hold it this way for you. Okay, 6 of Wands in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, exactly. On the back of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords. Yeah, you're literally, you with the 6 of Wands in reverse, it's like you're seeing everybody else's success and you're not seeing your own. And the other message that I'm getting is that, like, if you feel that you're not successful now, they're saying just you wait. Just you wait. Because with the six of Wands upright talks about, you know, being successful, being victorious, being publicly recognized, having supporters, fans, stardom, you know, things like that. And when it's in reverse, it's like, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but it's either like you're not seeing it clearly, or it's like maybe you've had a lot of little successes, but that doesn't make it any less important. It's like, it's like they're saying size doesn't matter. So like little successes are just as important as the big ones. But you have the King of Pentacles here. Okay, the King of Pentacles is extremely stable. He's rock solid. He's so abundant. The King of Pentacles doesn't want or need anything because he literally has everything. He's built it for himself, and now he's at this point of his life where he can simply just enjoy. So you're on the road to this kind of success and this kind of security in the physical world, and not to give up, because you're literally on your way there with the 6 of Swords. This talks about movement and transitions and like going from one phase to the next, entering into something new. So whatever this is, whatever goal this is, or whatever project you're working on, whatever business you're working on, don't give up. Keep going, okay? Celebrate your successes, but know that just because you reach that milestone doesn't mark the end for you. I also just saw 2233 on the timer. I'm seeing a lot of number syncs for you. So you may be seeing a lot of repeating numbers. This is your guides trying to communicate with you. But now let's take a look at some advice for you. So we have, look at that, you're very close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon. Yeah. And we also have whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Yeah, this is like, it's making me think of the hermit. It's making me think of the hermit, of diving deep, of really exploring the depths of like who you are and what you're capable of, seeing your potential, seeing how big it is too, right? With the whale. And you know, under the hermit, we have the hanged man here. So it's almost like, yeah, maybe you've been feeling stuck or comfortable where you're at, or maybe it's like you had said like, oh, I'm gonna take a break from doing this, and maybe that break has lasted a lot longer than you were planning on, and now it's like so much time has passed that you've kind of become comfortable where you're at, and the thought of taking action is kind of like, yeah, you know, like I could do that, but I'm also really comfortable here. With the hermit and the hanged man, your guides are definitely going to be sending you downloads of like inspiration and ideas and just energy to kind of get the wheels turning again, so that you feel really motivated to take action. Because you're really close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon. This is the moon phase that happens right before the full moon. This is, you know, close to completion. So whatever you're working on, just keep going, because you have something worth sharing here. And it's like you deserve to be seen. You need to be seen. People need what you have. People would benefit from it, be inspired by it, really need it in some way. And there's also this idea of kind of just like going with the flow here. Oh, I wanted to say this before and then I completely forgot. But what this feels like is you may be too much in your feminine energy, with almost this feeling of like complacency where, you know, because feminine energy is not about taking action. It's about being here now. It's about being present and attracting things to you and being receptive. And that's not a bad thing, okay? Feminine energy and masculine energy all have their own place, and both are very important. And while it served you for a period of time being in your feminine energy, your guides are saying now it's time to roll up your sleeves and get to working, is what they're saying here. Yeah, you know, this came up for the other group. I'm going to put it on the screen for you in case it's relevant, but if you resonate with being a starseed, I know that there's some where whales are like very important symbols. So when I find it, I'll put it on the screen for you. But whales, doves, or birds in general, and if you see floating feathers, that's your guides. Another metaphor that they're giving me is like they're showing me being at a really big theater, and you get to the intermission and it's like you think that's the end of the show, and they're like, no, this is just the intermission. Like there's still a second half, there's like a whole finale, there's the encore. Okay, you haven't gotten your standing ovation yet. Like so I don't know what you're doing, but this sounds very exciting and really cool. So these cards are going to represent what your guides want you to focus on. So you actually got 2 for your group. So we have pleasure, and we also have use your hands. So your guides really want you to not to take action because you feel like you have to, but to do it because you want to and because it feels good to you. Like they really want you to continue pursuing what brings you joy and what brings you contentment and satisfaction, and to focus on doing that. Focus on ways of incorporating joy into your life. I'm also getting really strong Taurus energy too, with use your hands here and with pleasure. So I don't know if you like make stuff with your hands, like are you a carpenter or like a sculptor, or I don't know, do you build houses or something like that? Even if you don't, there's just this element of doing stuff with your hands. This could even be like gardening, this could be cooking, pottery, even like getting a massage with use your hands and pleasure. There's just something about like enjoying the finer things in life and like getting your hands dirty, right? I literally just said it's time to roll up your sleeves. So roll up your sleeves, get your hands dirty, and don't forget to have fun and enjoy yourself during the process too. They're saying that by like you enjoying yourself and having fun and taking inspired action is what's really going to help propel you forward and reach these new levels of achievement and success. Okay, so let's take a look at your final cards. These are going to represent final messages from your guides, anything else that they want you to know. So we have Bear, danger, especially in money matters. We have Caterpillar, things will not always be this way, a change is coming. We have Broken Ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. We have Harp, great happiness. And we have Needle and Thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Okay, wow. Yeah, so it could be that maybe something has fallen apart with the broken ring, and maybe for a while, or maybe at first it was really difficult, and then you got to the point where you felt complacent or felt like comfortable there, and so this is why they're urging you to tune back into your masculine energy. Because we literally have the caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So whether or not you've already started taking action, there's going to be a lot of change coming your way, a lot of happiness, and something that you've really been hoping for. This could even be something that I'm getting is like, sometimes when we're manifesting something really big, you know, we don't necessarily think about other things falling away in order for this thing to come in, but a lot of times that's what happens. So if you're trying to manifest like success in your career or success in your business, maybe something else needs to fall apart first, you know? So if you're really wanting to start your own successful business, but you're working at a job that's unfulfilling, then you know, maybe that job needs to fall apart first in order for you to be able to start your own business. It's just an example, but that's kind of the idea that I'm getting here. And what I'm getting with the bear here, if you've been having struggles with money, or if you've feared that maybe you won't have enough to sustain you, or just like any kind of money struggles, it's clearing up for you, because things aren't always going to be this way. And we have great happiness, a sincere wish will be granted. We have the King of Pentacles. So you're like on the brink of bringing something into your life. And this is why they're wanting you to start taking action, because as you take action towards this is what's going to help to guide this into your life even faster. So that's everything that I'm seeing for you, pile 2. Let me know in the comments how this resonated for you. I'd like to take a minute to thank your spirit guides for coming through today and allowing me to channel messages from them to you. I really, really enjoyed this. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching, and hit the post notification bell so you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you so, so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Hey there, pile 3. If you chose the Caribbean Calcite, this is going to be a reading all about what message your spirit guides have for you right now. So we're going to start off by taking a look at these oracle cards. Then we'll get into the tarot and then close the reading off with some advice and final messages. So let's see what it is that your spirit guides want to talk to you about today. We have consciousness, number 17. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. We have openness. We have no place like home, number 50. And we have trickery with the heart chakra. Okay, group 3. I feel like you are my spiritual pile. I feel like you're quite psychic and connected. And your energy feels very watery, probably because we have the Caribbean calcite as your crystal for this group. So I feel like either you have a lot of water in your chart, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or you're very empathic. But almost what I'm getting is like, so if you've been going on a spiritual journey and you've been like working on your psychic gifts, or you've been wanting to work on your psychic gifts, it's like that's what they're wanting to talk about today. With trickery here, it feels like it's giving me like the devil energy, in the sense of almost like a distorted perception of things. Maybe you have a big fear around seeing spirit, or maybe just certain fears around different spiritual things or like psychic related things. But I also feel like at the same time you want to explore it, but there's a side of you that feels afraid, or maybe you're trying to shut things down because it's scaring you, or it feels overwhelming or something like that, which is a valid response. I totally get that. That's even something that I am still struggling with myself too. Maybe this is my pile. But they're really wanting you to be open, to be open-minded to messages that you receive, synchronicities, different experiences, because it says on the consciousness card, supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. So it's like maybe you're seeing things or experiencing things and just being like, nope. Like, I'm just going to pretend that I didn't see that. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. I'm going to pretend I didn't experience that. And it's like almost trying to deceive yourself, even though you know that it's not like working, or even though you know that it's like you know what you're seeing, you know what you're experiencing. And it's like you're trying to convince yourself that you're wrong, but like to no avail is almost what I'm getting. And they're saying come home. Like it may not feel natural to you in this particular lifetime, at this stage of your life, but they're saying that this is actually where your soul is the most comfortable, or that in past lives your soul has actually spent a lot of time like in these higher dimensions, and like crossing the veil or being able to see beyond the veil and things like that. And something else that I'm getting here is you have such a bright aura, it's very bright and light and clear and very it's almost like fairy-like. It's just it's like the feeling of floating, of just like this very ethereal kind of energy. And so it's very bright, and so you may attract a lot of energy or a lot of spirits to you, or You may get a lot of like messages or downloads from like different spirits or different like dimensions, from your star family, from your soul tribe, even from like ancestors and things like that, people who have passed on. Yeah, literally, yeah, your star family. We have all these constellations here. I don't know if the lighting is not very good today, but hopefully you can kind of see that there's constellations in this card. Are you into astrology? Do you do that kind of stuff? Because that's something else that I'm getting too, that it could really benefit you to learn more about astrology, or to look into your birth chart to learn about yourself more. But yeah, there's this, okay, yeah, there's this feeling of being ungrounded, because we see here this house, it's not even on the ground, it's literally just like hanging in the air, which could be contributing to this fear that you're feeling. So they're really wanting you to focus on grounding yourself, to come up with a grounding practice or a grounding routine that you, like, it's not a one and done situation. This is something that you would do consistently, either like throughout the day, you know, when you wake up, when you go to bed, or like, you know, as many times a day as you need it, but just like things that you can do to really ground your energy and protect your energy as well. Because I feel like you are such a light that you attract all kinds of people and all kinds of energy. So they're also just wanting to highlight the fact of protecting your energy. And it's something you have to be afraid of, because they already do help you to protect your energy. But they're saying that you would also benefit, especially if you resonate with being empathic, that you would really benefit from like taking certain actions in your daily life to cleanse and protect your energy. So taking salt baths, if you use tools like sage or Palo Santo or incense. You can use crystals like selenite. You can use visualization and picture this like white light shining down on you, surrounding you, cleansing your energy. And of course, spending time near water. Any kind of water would be really helpful for you. But yeah, I just keep hearing like, come home, come home. So maybe you've been on like this kind of self-discovery journey, wanting to learn more about who you are on deeper and deeper levels, or of like wanting to explore different aspects of yourself. It's like giving me hermit energy. You know what, let's just grab the tarot. Let's just grab the tarot and see what else we can get. So please, spirit guides of pile number 3. Spirit guides of pile number 3. What is your message to pile number 3, please? What is your message to pile number 3? Okay. So we have the Ace of Cups. We have the Page of Swords. Let's see. What is your message to pile number 3, please, spirit guides? Okay, we also have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is definitely my spiritual pile. Let's see, let's grab a couple more cards for you. What is your message to pile number 3, please? Okay. We also have the King of Pentacles. You know what? So far, the King of Pentacles has come out in all of the groups. Okay, let's grab one more card. One more card. What is your message for pile number... Ooh, wow. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but those went flying. Are we using these? No. Okay. One card, one final card, please. What is your message to pile number 3? Okay, thank you. So we have the Five of Pentacles. And on the back of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, coming home. The Wheel of Fortune can talk about destiny, fate, karma, and it's making me think of the North Node, which is like, it's not an actual planet or anything, but it's a place in our birth chart that identifies like our destiny in life and like the direction that we're going in and like what our ultimate like destination is, or what kind of point we want to end up at, what we're moving towards. So again, if you don't already like have a birth chart, there's a lot of free resources. You just enter like your birthday, the time you were born, and where you were born, and it'll give you a whole birth chart. So look into what your North Node is in, is something that I'm getting here. And some zodiac signs quickly before I forget. So with the Queen of Cups and Ace of Cups, we have water sign energy like I talked about, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have air signs with the Page of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And with the King of Pentacles, we have earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the Wheel of Fortune has all of the fixed signs. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. I know that's a lot of signs. We pretty much have all the signs here. So take it as it resonates. You don't have to have any of those placements or be one of those signs, but I like to just throw it out there for people who use that as extra confirmation. So what I'm getting with these cards here is this Ace of Cups and this Openness card are really, really giving me the same feeling of like there's so much love all around you, so much information around you too, with the Page of Swords here as well, like an overflowing of sensory information. So that could be why you shut it down sometimes, because it may feel overwhelming to you, and there's nothing wrong with that. Definitely tell your guides if they're coming on a bit too strong, and just ask them to tone it down a little bit to make it more comfortable for you, and they will absolutely do that. But this phrase came through in another pile, but it's this idea of like letting the light in, letting the love in. There's a lot of feminine energy here. So your guides are really wanting you to be open and receptive to exploring your own spiritual gifts. With the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups here, yeah, like y'all are super psychic, y'all are super connected. Like you're definitely clairsentient, I would say claircognizant, clairaudient. You channel really easily, and I also feel like you have mediumship abilities as well. So I can understand that it may feel really overwhelming, but they're saying that, like, funnily enough, it's like this is the comfort zone for your soul. It may not feel like the comfort zone for your, like, you know, physical human body and mind, where it's like, oh my god, what is going on? This is like freaking me out. I totally get that. But what they're making me feel is like, it's like they're almost laughing in a sense, because it's like they're like, you don't even, it's almost funny that you feel this way, not in like a mocking way. I don't want this to come off the wrong way. It's like a loving laughter of just like, oh, pal 3, you're so sweet and precious. Like, you have no idea how talented you are, how many skills you have, how easily you can like tap into this kind of energy. I also feel like you really have a skill for tapping into the Akashic record. Or like different like starseed origins and things like that. They keep taking me there. Yeah, and with the Five of Pentacles, it's almost like this is the piece that's been missing, or like this is something that has been missing for you, and it would almost kind of be that like last piece of the puzzle for you. Not that you're incomplete by any means, but this just really feels like it's an integral part of your life and your incarnation here and your purpose, your mission. We do have the Wheel of Fortune on the back of the deck, so I don't know if you like work as a healer, whether that's spiritual or you like work in the medical field or something like that, or like physiotherapy, you know, things like that. But I feel like your gifts have a really big part to play in your life and in this incarnation. And so if you're not seeing like the success that you want to see, or you're not making the progress you want to see, or something to that effect, it could be because of some of this resistance that you're feeling. It's kind of like resisting the inevitable, or it's like what they're showing me is like a huge dam that has a crack in it, and it's like you're trying to hold it closed. You're trying to just like keep it together, and it's wanting to burst, and they're saying like, just let it flow, just stop, just, you don't need to resist. Like, it's safe for you to just let go and to drop your guard, that you're like so well protected, like so divinely protected. This is like, you definitely have like star families. I just heard like star ancestry, so that's really cool. But yeah, like intergalactic protection is what I want to say here. Let's see, I want to grab a couple more cards. Spirit Guides of pile number 3. Is there anything else? Are there any other messages for pile 3? Is there anything that I've missed? Is there anything else that I've missed? Spirit Guides of pile 3. Ooh! Okay, so I won't take these ones, but I'll take these first two that came out. We have the Six of Swords, which has also come up for every single pile so far. Oh, this is 2 cards. Are we taking these? Okay, they just want me to take... so we had the Empress in reverse. And on the back of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this idea of grounding and feeling much more stable. Six of Swords, Empress reversed. Yeah, Empress reversed is almost this feeling of like resisting what feels natural, resisting or not being open, being closed or shut off. It could be, yeah, definitely. It's your heart chakra. Because then, not just because we have this trickery card, but also with no place like home, I was just thinking of like, I don't know, this card also just makes me think of the heart chakra. I would work on the heart chakra. You could wear green or pink, work with heart chakra crystals like rose quartz, green fluorite, green aventurine, things like that, rhodonite, pink opal, etc. Yeah, and I'm hearing smothering with the Empress reverse. It's like maybe trying to like smother your light, or yeah, just trying to like shut down what's been happening. But yeah, going back to when I said like resisting what feels natural, because the Empress can talk about cycles because she represents Mother Gaia, okay? Goddess of the earth, the great mother. So it's like, you know, she represents the seasons and things like that, the moon cycle, menstrual cycles for women, etc. So it's like resisting the flow, right? Resisting the changing of the seasons. What's that quote? You can cut down all the flowers, but you can't stop the spring from coming, is something that's coming to mind. So it's like even if you resist this, it's almost like it's still going to come through anyways, but it's like you're just making it harder for yourself, is what they're wanting you to know. And with the Ten of Pentacles, oh, look at that. Okay, hold on, I have to show you this. So we have the Ten of Pentacles, and then we have the World, and we have the Star. So there's so much feminine energy here with the Ace and the Queen of Cups as well. This openness card with the Empress, this consciousness card. So it's like your guides are really encouraging you to just be more open to receiving, just to be receptive, okay? That your fear could really just be making things a lot harder for you, which is much easier said than done. Like it's not easy to overcome fear. I do understand that. But we have the Ten of Pentacles on the back of the deck here. So it's like there's an abundance of like love, an abundance of information, an abundance of support and help that wants to come through or that's waiting for you. And I think you'll really find this when you start opening yourself up a little bit more. And as you get a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more comfortable, more of this Ten of Pentacles, more of this King of Pentacles will start to come in. Because something is shifting with the Wheel of Fortune here. So what this shift could be is like feeling more comfortable with these kinds of things, with like your psychic gifts and whatnot. And if you haven't gotten there yet, you're making that transition soon or now with the Six of Swords. Because the Six of Swords talks about literally moving into calmer waters, moving into a more peaceful energy. So if that's something you've been struggling with, it's definitely coming for you. There's a lot of healing energy here with the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Even with the Empress reversed and how we saw the Star underneath this deck here. So a lot of healing energy coming your way. And they're saying that you can even ask them to help you overcome this fear or overcome this resistance, and to help you to be more open and more receptive. They're saying that's something that you can ask them to do, and they will do that for you. So I'm going to put these decks to the side. Let's take a look at your advice, which is kind of funny because I was trying to just get one card for each group, and you got 3 of these cards. And normally I would just put them back in the deck and, just be clear about the fact that I only want one card. But honestly, these really felt like your cards, so I just felt that it was right to include them all. So let's see. We have the energies gaining momentum, waxing moon. Yeah, like with that Wheel of Fortune, it's like things are picking up. We have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. Okay. And we have, wow, look at that. A new start is coming, new moon. So we have the full moon and we have the new moon here. I mean, we also have the waxing moon, but actually we have 2 new moons here. So the new moon in Capricorn isn't until December, but that time frame could be significant. Maybe something big will be happening around that time. Or it could be between the next full moon and new moon. So if you're watching this when it was uploaded, we had the full moon in Sagittarius on June 14th, and the next new moon will be the new moon in Cancer on June 29th. So those could be significant, like a significant time period for you. If you're not watching this when it's uploaded, I would just say pay attention to whenever the next full moon and new moon are, and use that as kind of like some kind of timeline for you. But whatever you've been working on is really gaining a lot of traction, and like something is coming in for you. So if you've been working on overcoming a fear, whether it's related to spiritual stuff, psychic abilities, whatever the case, your hard work is paying off, and I see you actually clearing up that blockage in your heart chakra. This as well could be a blockage in the third eye. but I feel like it's more so in your heart chakra, to be honest. Wow, I really want to know what this new beginning is. Should we grab a card? I say let's do it. Okay. I'm so curious. Spirit guides of pile number 3. Spirit guides of pile number 3. Can you tell us what this new beginning is, what this new start is that's coming for pile 3? What can you tell us about this new beginning? If we're allowed to know, of course. Oh! Ah! Oh my god. Okay. So we have the 7 of Cups in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. And we have the 3 of Pentacles on the back of the deck. So, have you been working on some kind of business plan? Have you been working on getting your own business started, your own project started? Are you manifesting money, abundance, wealth, financial security? Have you been trying to manifest a big idea for a project or a business? Something that you've like been dreaming of or have really big ideas about, but don't really have the clarity about what exactly to do. It's like you have a general idea, but nothing more. What I feel like you're bringing in is a team of people who can support you, or this could even be hiring people to help you with some kind of project. Some kind of collaboration. There's other people involved here. Okay, let's look at your other advice card, which is, look, are you for real? It says Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Call and support. Oh my god. I have fucking goosebumps, you guys. That's crazy. Wow, I'm really shook. I don't even know what to say, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting that. Because we were talking about star families here with the open card, and then that 3 of Pentacles was really giving me vibes about like people supporting you. Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, that's what's coming in. If you've been trying to manifest support, help, new connections, new relationships, new friendships, new people to vibe with, new business partners, it's coming in for you, like undoubtedly coming in for you. That's all I have to say. I'm pretty shook about that. All right. This card here is going to represent what your guides want you to focus on. And we have drink tea. Okay. I mean, I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. I'm hearing like before bed or in the evening as like a way to like kind of calm down. So, I mean, you know, there's like so many different varieties of tea, but chamomile's coming to mind, or even like mint tea or something like that. But I mean, it's all up to your preference. But they just want you to drink more tea. Maybe even doing, ooh, yeah, like a tea leaf reading. That's interesting. Okay. And they're also wanting you to look into like the ceremony of tea drinking. Because, you know, to us, it's just like, oh, I'm going to go to Starbucks and get a tea. But obviously the tradition of tea drinking, it dates back so far, and it's like a very important, significant thing. So they're wanting you to look into that, and maybe even doing research on like how different types of tea may benefit you, and things like that. Speaking of tea leaves, let's look at these last few cards. These are going to represent any other messages your guides have for you. So we have Apple, temptation will test you. We have Funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Yeah, I feel like that's where you've been at. Okay, we have Vase, Secret Admirer. We have Excitement with the Firecracker. And we also have the Sun, Happiness and Well-Being. Okay, so look, if you've been feeling frustrated, or if you feel like you've been taking a lot of L's, feeling like you've been working really hard lately, or if just things have been difficult for you in any way, they're wanting you to know that things are going to be looking up for you soon. Some kind of exciting event is approaching, and also a period of being really happy and feeling really good. Like, I feel like your health will be better. You'll feel more energized, more relaxed, more content. With the Secret Admirer and temptation will test you. Maybe there's something new in the love scene coming up if you're single, okay? Especially with Excitement here. And okay, with this funnel card, also because of the shape of it, I was talking, oh no, that was a different group. But the downward pointing triangle represents feminine energy. So look, if you've been sexually frustrated, that could be changing up for you soon. Yeah. But overall here, the message is all is well. With the Firecracker and the Sun, all is well. That's what I keep hearing. But that's everything that I'm seeing for you, pile 3. Let me know how this resonated for you in the comments. I'd like to take a minute to thank your guides so much for coming through and allowing me to connect with them and channel messages for you today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching, and hit the post notification bell so you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you so, so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Hey, pile 4, if you chose the blue Chalcedony, this is going to be a reading all about what message your spirit guides have for you today. So we're going to start off by taking a look at these oracle cards, then we'll get into the tarot, and then take a look at some advice and guidance for you, and final messages. So let's see, what is it that your spirit guides want to talk to you about today? We have Belief, number 11. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to Source. Okay. We actually have 2 of these cards. We have Flow, and we also have Forgiveness. We have Co-Create, number 40. And we also have Victim with the Heart Chakra. Okay, pile 4. The message that I'm getting is that your guides really want you to start forgiving yourself, okay, for not seeing your full worth or your full value, for holding yourself back in any way, okay? Because we do have the Victim card here, and this Belief card also talks about a sense of self-worth. So if you've been comparing yourself a lot, if you've been downplaying your skills and your talents, if you've been maybe struggling with having a negative mindset or not speaking kindly to yourself, this is your sign to forgive yourself and allow yourself to let those parts of you go, and to really step into the flow where you can just embrace who you naturally are. If you feel overwhelmed about having a certain goal or ambition and feeling like, how on earth am I even going to be able to do that? There's no way I could do that by myself. Your guides are saying, you don't have to do it by yourself, right? We co-create. We always collaborate with spirit when we're manifesting, right? And you do have a strong connection to source with this belief card. You have a strong connection to the divine and to your guides, and they're saying, ask us for help. You know, we are here to help you, but they can't do that unless you give them the permission to. So they're saying, don't forget that even if you can't see physical support around you, don't forget about the fact that you have a ton of spiritual support that is waiting to help you and guide you. Because with the number 11 here on belief, and we have this co-create card, I feel like there's something big that you want to do, like a big manifestation. I don't know if this is about like a career or like a passion project, because this card talks about our gifts and our talents. So if you've given up on something that you've been working on, or you're hesitating on starting something, okay, this is the green light. This is the big thumbs up that you've been waiting for, okay? It's your time to shine is what they're saying. It's like the sun is setting on this old, outdated version of you, this old, outdated mindset that's just, they're not supporting you anymore. It's helped you get to a certain point, which is amazing. It served its purpose, and now they're saying it's time to thank those parts of you, forgive yourself, and to let it go, and to move into this state of flow, into this period of really stepping into your feminine energy, and remembering that as long as you believe in yourself, and as long as you're taking actions towards whatever it is that you desire, success is inevitable, okay, with co-creation. So I feel like your heart's been really set on something, and I feel like you're just lacking a little bit of self-confidence. Maybe you've been out of the game for a while, or like something like that, because it almost feels like a rookie energy, or like underdog type energy, and they're saying that like that's not accurate anymore. So you may be holding on to like old beliefs about yourself, or like old perceptions of yourself, maybe projections from other people that you've kind of just taken on and absorbed, even though it's not accurate. Because we also have the full moon here in the flow card, so it's like it's really time to just surrender and let all of that go, to forgive yourself and embrace this like new slate that you have, in a sense. Or maybe you don't fully see where it is that you're going or being led, and so maybe you have doubts, like, oh, this isn't gonna get me to my goal, or like I don't even feel like I'm like heading in a certain direction. I just feel like I'm like aimlessly going down this path, and it's like walk by faith, not by sight. This is giving me like the moon card energies, like not being able to see the whole path ahead, but not needing to see it, right? Trusting that you're being divinely led there, divinely guided, because you are, even if you can't see the whole path. It's like when you leave your house and you're, I don't know, gonna go drive to the beach. You can't see the beach when you leave your house, but you know it's there. You just gotta drive there, right? Imagine if we never went anywhere because we couldn't see it as soon as we stepped out of our front door. It's the same thing. It's like, start taking one step at a time, and eventually you will reach the destination that you're seeking. Let's just grab the tarot. Let's see. So, Spirit Guides of pile number 4. Spirit Guides of pile number 4, please. What message do you have for pile number 4? What is your message for pile number 4, please? Because this cheetah here in the co-create card, it's making me think of a different card in this deck, with this cheetah that's like running through the desert and like crossing over a finish line, and the card says go the distance, and it's like with the owl here, it's like you have so much wisdom and experience, even if you don't feel like it. That's like you have like so much potential and like so many talents and gifts. And it's like they're saying, like, if you could only see yourself the way that we see you, you would understand that you have what it takes to actually go the distance and manifest or accomplish whatever this goal or ambition is. So spirit guides of pile number 4, what is your message to pile number 4, please? What is your message to pile number 4? Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles, and I just saw 1111 on the timer. I love that. Okay, what else, please? What is your message for pile number 4? Okay, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. What else? What is your message for pile number 4, please? Okay. We also have the 10 of Swords. Okay, let's grab 2 more cards for you. What is your message to pile number 4, please? Okay. We also have the Queen of Wands. And let's grab 1 more card for you. Okay. Are we using these? No. Okay. 1 more card. Okay. So we have the Ace of Cups coming out. It came out with the 9 of Pentacles as well, but the 9 of Pentacles wasn't showing itself, so I'm not going to keep it out, but I did want to show you. And then, wow, we have the 10 of Wands at the back of the deck. We have 3 10s here. Wow. And look at that, the Tower is underneath. Yeah. Oh my god, and the 10 of Cups. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and we have the Moon. I knew it was going to show itself. Wow, look at all these 10s. Yeah, it's like, yeah, your spirit guides are really encouraging you to really let go, and surrender, forgive yourself, okay? There's a lot of like old, stagnant, or blocked energy that you're holding on to that is getting in the way of you bringing in what you actually want and what's actually aligned to you now. It's like, okay, imagine what they're showing me is, imagine you broke your arm and you have to wear a cast for, I don't know, like 2 months, okay? So 2 months pass and the doctor's like, yep, you're all healed, like we can take the cast off, but then you decide to keep the cast on even though your arm is healed. And it's like, well, you know, it's safe for you to take off the cast, it's safe for you to let it go, like you're all good now. But maybe you have this fear of like, well, what if it's still broken? Or like, what if it's not fully healed yet? And by keeping yourself in this cast, it's like it's holding you back because you no longer need it. And it's prohibiting you from doing more things, right? Because one of your arms is broken, so you're kind of limited in what you can do. It's like that same energy with the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords here. It's like there could be some emotional baggage or old emotions or something like that need to be cleared, especially with the Queen of Cups and the heart chakra here. This could even just be allowing yourself to process something that you've been holding on to for a while and just forgiving yourself for it. allowing yourself to feel the emotions and then letting it go, because like you're the Queen of Wands. This is you. Okay, you're not this Ten of Swords. Like, I feel like you think that you are this Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, like, I'm doing everything by myself, everything's really hard, and like I have a lot of burdens and responsibilities, and I feel very stuck. It's brought me a lot of pain, it's made me struggle. And that may have been your circumstances, but that's certainly not you. You're this Queen of Wands. You're this confident, charismatic, creative, intuitive, bad bitch, okay? Like, you are. Now they're playing, I forget the name of the song, but there's a line that goes, "She a bad bitch, all jokes aside." Like, that's you, okay? And it doesn't matter if you identify as a male or a female or whatever, okay? Bad bitch to me is gender neutral, okay? You are a bad bitch. You are a boss bitch. And you're a force to be reckoned with. And I feel like you haven't fully seen yourself in that energy. Maybe you avoid situations where it would require you to step into that kind of energy because maybe you have fears around it of like, what if I'm not a leader? Or like, what if I can't do this? But you can. It's like okay, this other quote that they're bringing up is, there's people out there with half the talent as you that are more successful than you are simply because of the fact that they feel confident. And it's like, I feel like confidence is kind of like this missing ingredient to success for you, where it's like, once you fully realize how capable you are, how powerful you are, how talented you are, how much potential you have, how gifted you are, they're like game's over, basically. Like, game's over for everybody else. Because you have this kind of energy where it's like you walk into the room and everyone just stops and looks at you. Like, very powerful presence that I'm picking up, and like, it's just a shame that you don't necessarily see that in yourself. So they're really wanting you to let go and forgive yourself for maybe holding on to those projections that people may have placed on you or made you believe over probably a long time, right? Because it's like, once you step into that energy with the Tower here, it's like gonna completely shake things up. It's gonna change everything to you, everything for you. And on the other side of this Tower is friggin' the Ten of Cups, okay? This is all sunshine and rainbows. This is wish fulfillment, getting everything that you want. So this opportunity that's coming here with the Ace of Cups, you're gonna end up getting your Ten of Cups. That's what it's gonna turn into. We have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles here. So it's almost like, what are you waiting for? And now I'm hearing that Ellie Goulding song, Love Me Like You Do. Like, what are you waiting for is what they're saying. And they're saying you have no competition. The only competition should be with yourself and, like, becoming a better version of you and wanting to improve or to grow because you see that potential within you, not because you have something to prove to other people or because you need to keep up with, I don't know, the pace of things, keep up with the rat race. They're like, no. Like, you need to do this for you, and that's how you're gonna find your success. Is just by focusing on your lane and focusing on what you're doing, and don't pay any attention to what other people are doing. It's almost like keep it to yourself with this Queen of Cups reversed. But I see a lot of blessings that are really waiting for you, that want to come into your life. It's just a matter of you believing that you can do it, which you can, and that you're worthy of receiving it, which you are. So I'm going to grab this other deck and let's just see if there's any other messages. So Spirit Guides of pile number 4, please. Are there any other messages for pile number 4? Is there anything that I've missed that you would like them to know? So we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this is, could be work related or just something that you've spent a lot of time on. Yeah, it's almost like, it's like, I feel like, yeah, you're like very, very talented at something where you've put in so much effort into like perfecting your craft, but you still see yourself as a beginner. And it's like you're not, you're actually very refined in what it is that you do. And a lot of people are going to be watching you and paying attention to you. And not in a bad way, in a really good way. Like, shit, you seen what Pile 4 is doing? Like, that's awesome. That's impressive. Like, how'd they do that? That's inspiring. Like, they just came out of nowhere, changing things up. Okay, we also have the Four of Swords. And I can't. Literally, the Six of Swords has come out for all of the groups and usually is the back of the deck energy. So I guess there's just the collective energy of we're all in this kind of like state of transition, moving into something better for ourselves. But with the Four of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, it's almost like they're saying like, why are you hiding? Why are you downplaying yourself? Why are you, it's almost like you're being too humble. It like almost practicing too much humility. They're saying you need to have more confidence in yourself and you need to really just start believing in yourself. And being confident is not the same as being arrogant or being conceited. It doesn't mean that you think you're better than other people because you're good at something. It means you have a healthy love and appreciation for what you're good at, and you have a strong foundation, and you're like, yeah, I am good at this. It's like just owning it. Like literally, after you finish watching this, go into the bathroom, look at yourself in the mirror, and be like, I am good at what I do. I'm talented, I'm gifted, I'm capable, I'm confident, I'm a bad bitch, I'm a boss bitch, and I know what the fuck is up. You guys have funny guides. They're very sassy. I like this a lot. But yeah, there's this idea of it's like you're sleeping on yourself. Like, why are you sleeping on yourself? Like you're sitting on a gold mine. Why are you sleeping on yourself? That's what I just keep hearing. So I'm just gonna move this off to the side so we have room for our other cards. Let's take a look at your advice. So we have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. And we have forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Yeah, exactly. This is about taking charge, really stepping into this Queen of Wands energy, right? Like the Queen of Wands doesn't follow anybody. No. The Queen of Wands makes her own itinerary. Okay? She's like, this is what we're doing. This is how we're gonna do it. This is the plan. This is how it's gonna be executed. Here's plan B, plan C, and plan D, just in case. Like, she knows what's up. And maybe you've been following like a conventional path because it's safer. But I feel like if you've been doing that, it hasn't been making you happy, because we have the Ten of Wands and this Ten of Swords here and this Victim card, right? So maybe it's been draining you because it's not really aligned with, you know, your highest potential or what you came here to do. So they're saying, instead of looking to other people as an example of what you should follow, to take time by yourself and to really reflect on the kind of leader that you want to be, and to reflect on how you want to take charge of your life, of what changes you want to make, of different goals you want to achieve, right? Just to start opening your mind, because I feel like you've had a very limited perspective on what you think you can accomplish. And they're saying that needs to just be blown right open. Like, there shouldn't even be blinders for you. It should just be wide open, because there's a lot of things that you can do. We have this octopus in the Eight of Pentacles, which always makes me think of either someone who has their hands in a lot of pots, or someone who's really multifaceted, multi-talented, has a lot of different skills and capabilities that can be put together in different ways to create something really, really unique and innovative. Like, you're definitely doing something big here. And they're really wanting you to dream bigger. Pisces is ruled by Neptune and as well as by Jupiter. So they really want you to expand your vision of what you think is possible for you. And to think of the wildest dream you can, and then think bigger than that. That's literally what they're saying. Like, they're saying, fuck the saying, the sky's the limit, because there is no limit. You can co-create anything you want. Anything is possible if you believe it, and if you take action towards it, it is yours. Don't feel limited by what other people are doing. Don't feel limited about other people's narrower minds. Forget about all of that. You focus on dreaming big and of having no bounds, because you don't. Whew. Okay. Big energy here. I love it. This card here is going to represent what your guides want you to focus on. And we have abundance planning. Okay. So yeah, this could really, really be about like a job situation. I'm going to read, I don't know if you can see, but there's like writing in this book. So it says living expenses, education / business, self-development, savings, travel, free, keep track of your finances. It says don't shop when you're hungry. So it's this idea of dreaming big, right? But then making a solid plan as well, like creating a practical plan. It's making me think of, in this Moonology deck, I think it's the full moon in Taurus card that says your dreams need a practical plan. That's the card that they're showing me. So allow yourself to dream as big as you can possibly dream, and then sit down and start writing out a plan of how you can actually make that happen. Of maybe different ways that you can create abundance by means of this big vision and big dream that you have for yourself. So our last few cards here are going to represent just final messages, anything else that your guides want you to know. So we have chair empty, someone is leaving your life. We have wishbone, a wish is granted. I love that. We have hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. We have cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. Yeah, I feel like that's where you've been at. And then we have scales, keep your life in balance. Okay. Oh, I just remembered, I didn't mention any zodiac signs. So with the Queen and Ace of Cups, as well as this card over here, we have water sign energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And with the Queen of Wands, we have fire signs, which would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So you may be one of those signs, but you certainly don't have to. But almost what I'm getting here is like, okay, it's like you're dissatisfied with some facet of your life. And this chair empty, I don't see this as someone is leaving your life. I feel like this is you leaving. Like, this is making me think of Eight of Cups, where it's like, you know what? I'm not fully satisfied with what this situation is giving me, and I know that my 9 and 10 cups are out there. So I'm gonna take a break. Like, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go fulfill these like dreams and wishes that I have for myself. You could also be like literally taking a vacation, or you could just be taking a break from something, because we also have keep your life in balance. So I feel like you've probably been super focused on kind of one area of your life, which that's fine. You know, creating balance is really difficult. All these moving parts are always in motion and fluctuating and changing. But your guides are wanting you to kind of shift your focus into something else and to try to balance things out a little bit. So if you've been working a lot lately, maybe you need to take a little vacation, or maybe you need to go have some fun. If you've been kind of relaxing and having a really good time lately, maybe it's time for you to buckle down a little bit and to get a little bit more serious about what actions you're going to take next. It'll be different for everyone, but that's the kind of that's the message that's coming through. So pile 4, that's everything that I'm seeing for you. Let me know down in the comments how this resonated. I want to take a minute to thank your guides so much for coming through and allowing me to connect with them and to channel messages for you. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching, and hit the post notification bell so you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you so, so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.